Happy Monday, you guys. Good morning. I am grateful for daylight savings. First and foremost, thank goodness for daylight savings. I'm really happy about that. Happy for that. Feeling very well rested. But you guys, last week was such a just hard week for me. It was a really extremely hard week for me last week. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to It's Your Girls K Chronicles. We running. Honey, yeah. Yeah. Stumbling, crumbling. Said we get you back. Oh, yeah. It's your girl K. Inspired, beyond inspired. Yeah. I'm gonna park real quick. I like to do my videos while I'm on the way home, but this car holder that I have is really old. I've had it for over a year now, and it doesn't really stick properly, so I don't want to have to hold that and drive. If I got time for that, for no accident. But yeah, last week was just really hard, you guys. It is just vital. It is just so important to push through, even when you are having a difficult time with whatever it is. Work, kids, just the everyday stresses of life, because it really truly is hard out here sometimes. It gets really hard. It really truly gets hard out here. It's just a must that we push through regardless. Sorry if it's too close, but it's activating my nerves up there. I keep falling. You guys see how my neck broke out? So I had to throw in my Bluetooth. I love wearing Bluetooth for gym. You know, I like wearing my Bluetooth. It just on the go. I don't even like talking on my phone with my Bluetooth. So I use my Bluetooth for everything. The little ones that hang around your neck. And the first one that I had got from Metro PCS, I got rid of that one because I noticed my neck would get really rashy when I wear it. It don't matter. I would clean it with alcohol daily. It doesn't matter. When I put it on, my neck breaks out. So then I ordered one from off of Amazon. Same thing. So I just can't wear Bluetooth. So I ordered a wireless ear piece that should be here in 2 days from Amazon. Because I can't be without my wireless stuff. I need my music. And I don't like holding the phone when I'm talking. I cannot stand it. I just don't like to do that. So, yeah. I need some wireless real quick. But let me come on and go ahead and talk about the topic that I actually came on here to talk about. Bullying. Under no circumstances is it okay. I am back to square one, you guys. Because I am trying to get back into the career of my choice. And it's hard to switch career because right now I work night. My mom watched the kids. My sister watched the kids. Or whatever. And I'd rather work during the day. Be home with them to do homework and things like that. But I'm back to square one now because I've been out looking for... I'm putting in applications. And once I start getting calls back, I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do. So make a long story short, I put my kids in this after school program about 3 weeks ago. And they're already out of the program already. They only lasted for 2 weeks. So about 4 days in, they started asking, Mommy, can we go back to being a car rider with you? And, you know, I'm just thinking they just used to old habits. Okay, let's see. Let's give it some time. It got worse and worse. Mommy, we don't really want to go. The kids are really mean and blah, blah, blah. So about a week, that was the first week. It didn't even last a whole week. So the second week, that's when things just kind of hit the fan. And the second week, it was this older guy. He was in the 4th grade. Now, my daughter's in the 1st, my son is in the 2nd, and my niece is in the 3rd. So it was my daughter, my son, and my niece that got signed up for the after-school program. All of them got taken out. And my son was like, this guy, he never would tell me his age or nothing like that. I just assumed that it was a fellow second grader. I just assumed all this time that it was another second grader, kids being kids. But, my son was like, every time, like, he would just mean to him from the get-go. He would call him names, stupid and dumb, and all the days. I'm like, what? So I was like, make sure you tell who's ever watching, your teacher, who's ever watching you at that school program. Make sure you tell. And he said, I do tell. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. So my niece's mom, she went up there, and they told her they would take care of it. Nothing was fixed. The final straw was my daughter came home and told me the same guy, now he's a fourth grader, punched her in the stomach. So this fourth grader then punched my first grader in the stomach. And it was on Halloween. It was on a Tuesday. It was last Tuesday this happened. They was disenrolled from the school. No, this was last Monday. I guess they was a day earlier, because they let the kids wear their Halloween costumes that Monday, even though Halloween was Tuesday, because they was out. The damage was done Tuesday morning. So that Monday they went to after school program, and he punched my daughter in the stomach. And what I ended up finding out the story was that Junior walked up to the guy, which I don't know why my son did that. Like, somebody bullying you, don't be their friend. Don't mess with him. He walked up to the little boy and asked him, well, what are you supposed to be for Halloween? And the boy punched my son in the stomach. My son punched him back. So the little boy was like, I'm finna go over there and I'm gonna hit your sister. And he walked over and punched my sister, my daughter in the stomach. Okay. The following morning, I had a meeting with the principal. I went up there, spoke with the principal, and the conversation between me and her led to me immediately withdrawing my kids. So I get up there, very calm, collect. I'm trying to see what's going on. They policy is they are very strict on bullying. Ain't no hitting, ain't no none of that. That's just what they say to make themselves sound good, because they didn't follow none of that. She was like, yeah, I know you're here about the incident that's been happening between my son and the little boy. And I was like, okay, well, I'm here for my daughter and what happened to my son. Yes. And she was like, well, they was wrestling the other day. So him and the boy, she called it wrestling, but they was fighting. I didn't even know that they got in the fight that Friday before, because this all happened on a Monday. So they would be up there fighting, and I teach my son to defend yourself. Say something to the teacher first, and if nothing is being done, because I'm not going to always be there to protect them. Maybe that's not the best advice, but that's my advice. We live in Broward County in the city, okay? And we don't live in the good part. We don't live in the bad part either, but these kids out here is a whole new level, because we moved here from Georgia. So Georgia, I never dealt with none of this. No hitting, no bad kids. They were all respectful. They didn't go to school fighting. So just a whole different ball game, different scenario for us, scenery. So we all learning. We all learned something very valuable from this. So she was like, they was out there wrestling, they be playing one moment, they friends. Like, my son has only been going there for a full week. How are they already friends? No, he's bullying. So I'm telling her, like, no, it's not no friend level. It's not like that. Like, my son tells me that this guy messes with him. What do a fourth grader and a second grader have any business doing wrestling and playing with each other at an after-school program? And then my son is coming up to the teacher and letting y'all know that this guy is messing with him. How do y'all take that as them wrestling being boys? No, the little boy is bullying my son. He don't know him. He called him stupid, dumb. He tell him he don't know how to read. Just badgering him, just bullying him. I said, that ain't his friend. That ain't what friends do. This witch told me out of my mind. This is the principal of the little, because they go to the after school program, but it's also a school. It's also a school that they go to. But they don't go to the school because it's a private school, and they give after school program for public schools. They pick them up from the public school. So my kids was one of the kids they pick up. So the principal of the school was saying, well, bullying is not tolerated. It's just boys being boys. My thing is, even if you felt that as a parent, I don't want to hear that. As a parent, if I'm saying I'm feeling my son is getting bullied, your response should be different. Y'all say that bullying is something that y'all don't tolerate. So if I'm feeling like my son is being bullied, it's to the point where he don't even want to go to their school. He didn't want to ride the bus. He did not. He wanted to be back a car rider. He wanted me back picking them up. Him and my daughter and my niece. They all had problems with kids at that school, like different kids. But for the most part, my daughter and my niece, they made friends pretty quick. Junior, he makes friends a lot. It's just that he had friends there, but it's just that one boy in particular in 2 grades bigger than him, 2 grades in the upper level than him, just kept bothering him. And then it led to physical, and that was it for me. And you telling me as a principal that it's just boys being boys, when me as a parent, I'm telling you I'm concerned my son is being bullied. I'm not comfortable leaving my kids here. She was like, well, I can't really, it's nothing I can do about that. Kids gonna be kids, boys gonna be boys, and I cannot guarantee that it won't happen again. She said to her mom that she cannot guarantee that them fighting will come to an end. I swear, y'all, I had to ask her 5 times to make sure I wasn't hearing things out her mouth. Instead of saying, okay, we're gonna have a teacher, a parent, teacher meeting with the mom, because the little boy, he went to the actual private school, so it was like she was kind of protecting him. I don't know. It felt like she was protecting him because I know tuition is very high there. And it's mostly black people, black kids, the principal black, the teachers all black. It's all black people there at that establishment. And that I was looking at the tuition. That tuition is high as hell. So it almost kind of felt like for the money, she was protecting the little boy who was bullying my kid. It really felt that way. It really, really felt like that. In all hearts, it really, really felt like she was protecting the little boy because his parents paid good money for him to go there, and they also paid good money for him to stay in the after school program. And I'm just like, that did not sit well with me. She never mentioned once, okay, we're gonna monitor him more closer. We're gonna keep them separated. She never once mentioned out her mouth that, okay, we'll talk to his mom. That we can all sit down. None of that. It was like she didn't care. She didn't take it serious. She didn't see it as a problem. My son didn't even want to go to the school no more. My son got up this morning and asked me, Mommy, is we going to the after school program? I said, no, you're not going anymore. He was like, yes. Like, that's the problem. Even this morning, he asked me that. That's the problem. So now I'm back to square one. You guys, do not allow your babies to be bullied. Figure out a situation. I have to put my whole plans on hold. Okay? And I'm going to do it each and every time. I'm putting my little plans on hold until I can find him another after school program, because I be damned. My kids ain't finna be bullied. No, we don't do that. We don't do that here. And she just, then I was like, okay, so you mean to tell me that your response to me feeling my kid is being bullied at this school and my daughter getting punched, she never even brought that up. I mentioned to her, he punched my daughter in the stomach as well. My daughter told her teacher right away, so it was documented. But she was like, well, I didn't hear anything about this. Like, it's like she didn't care. She didn't investigate. She didn't care to investigate. It's like she didn't care. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and withdraw my kids. I don't feel like my kids are being supervised safely, correctly, and I don't really feel like you care. She was like, okay, go ahead and withdraw. She didn't care. She did not care. So you know what I did? I reported her ass. I reported their entire school, and now they're being expected. I let them know the full situation, the conversation I had between the principal. But because it's a private school, I had to go through general, not just the regular board that handles bullying in private schools. But their school is going to get inspected. A full-blown inspection will be done at that school. That's why I can't release any names and the name of the school. They did advise me that, but I opened up a case against that school. Because what you mean? And then it's so funny that because we was in the pathway, I asked her we go in privacy, but no. She wanted to stay in the front where all the parents walk by and hear our conversation. It wasn't cool. And the one lady that was passing me, she paid for her kid to go to that private school. And she was like, you know what? My kid be, crying every morning. She got a kid that's in the first grade, her son. Her kid be crying every morning to come to school. She said it to me. She said, you know what? My son be crying to come here. I was like, ma'am, I mean, no disrespect, but I'm taking all 3 of my kids out today, and I suggest you to really talk to your kid and see what's going on. See the reason behind him crying. That's what I told her, too. Right in front of the principal. And she said it to me right in front of the principal. She's like, my son has been really, really abnormally crying to come to the school. And I let her know, you need to inspect this. Your baby might be being bullied. I didn't say that, but I said, sit down with your kid. Sit down with them, see what's going on, because obviously they are way too lax. and they don't take bullying serious. Like, if a parent has a concern about their child being bullied, you got to understand, me as a working mom, your kids are away from you more than they're with you throughout the week. If you are that parent that isn't as fortunate to stay home with your children, homeschool them and stay home with them and be a housewife. I ain't got no man, so I ain't a housewife. I got to get out and get this paper. I'm trying to go back to school. I'm trying to do stuff. So my kids are going to be in the care of another person more than they're going to be with me. When y'all kids in elementary school, they spend more hours during that day away from you than they are with you. And you want to make sure your babies are protected. You want to feel like when you at work, you ain't got to worry about if they getting damn bullied or not. Like, it is not acceptable. That is not, that, no, that's a no-go. So I had to withdraw them. I had to withdraw them from school. Listen, bullying is not acceptable by any means necessary. Ain't nobody got time for that. My baby's not finna sit up here and get bullied. For why? For what? For why? For when? Like, you got me messed up. So I did happily. Did a review on Google. Let them know. So other parents who do review, because I am a review type queen, I go and look up reviews before I go to a place. And I actually put a big review, and I did not for this place. I didn't. And it was another parent 4 months ago that had put up a review about the school, and she has an open case against them. And she was like, the principal is so disrespectful. They rude. The staff is really rude. I wish I would have read that. So now before I go anywhere, I am big on, and I usually do it for like restaurants and different things like that. Clothing stores. I always read reviews, but I didn't for this school. And I regret it, but that's okay, because I won't do it no more. I won't forget anymore. But it's not acceptable. Like, it's so many kids, and these babies are getting younger and younger. Like, how many times do we have to hear about children killing themselves because they being fucking bullied in school? It's not acceptable. It is not acceptable, and it's no. So yeah. So I was just really overwhelmed by that last week, and I was really upset. I cried, and I was so upset and hurt, and I don't know how I felt, but I just know I felt relief for my kids. They were so happy. Oh my God. And it's just like, it's more than kids being kids, because all my kids were like so relieved. They don't have to go to that school no more. Something is not right. They were absolutely relieved that they didn't have to go back to that school program. Now, they love their school that they in. Their elementary school, they love it. They love it. But the school they was going to after that, they did not like going up and down. And I was like, see, no, it's not okay. And it's not normal, and it's not okay. But all right, you guys, love you so much. I'm going to end the video on a positive note. Not all negative, but listen, bullying is not acceptable. Like, I'm really serious about that. That's something I don't take lightly. And she was like, kids gonna be kids. Yeah, kids can be kids, but not with my damn kids. Not with mine. Not with mine. No. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Continue your weight loss goals. Push through in spite of. In spite of all of that, I still push through. In spite of. Continue to push through. Continue to crush your weight loss goals. My skin is kind of glowy this morning. Yes. Just a little bit besides this. But I love you guys. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and you know without a doubt in your mind you will see me soon. All right, y'all.
Everything I do it with a passion. If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one. Yeah. I'm AI with the designs, do